Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Raptor Sports Cars. My name's Andy, and I'm the actual owner of the business. And I thought what I would do today was I'd just actually walk you around one of our SP5 models. SB is basically self-built, and 5 just makes reference to it being MX5 based. So basically, what we had was we had a customer local to us. He had a nice Mazda MX5, but unfortunately, when the MOT day came, the car failed, needed a lot of welding to it, and was a little bit of a shame actually, because it was very nice spec'd. And as I say, he had a look at different options, and to be honest with you, he loved the idea of a Raptor, and obviously once we started on the SP5, this was the perfect opportunity for him. So basically what we did with him was he turned up with his car, we stripped all his car for him, and then we just quite literally refurbished each component for him. So, for starters here, we have the limited slip differential that came out of the car. He had a nice 6-speed box, so we fully rebuilt that as well. And then the engine. It is slightly different to what it was in his Mazda, but we'll come to that in a minute. And as I say, we took his 1.8 VVT engine, stripped it down, fully rebuilt it, basically just a blueprinted spec. We also fitted forged H-beam rods, and we fitted low compression pistons as well. Now, from a management point of view, rather than mucking about, mess around with that, sort of horrible Mazda wiring loom that's in there, it's just too big, too long, too cumbersome. So what we do is we just put a new loom in the car. And as I say, we've been an Emerald agent for kind of 20 years now, so we just pre-wired all his ECU for him. So his ECU fits in there, and then you have the various relays that just operate certain parts. What we like to do is, we actually like to let the ECU control when the coolant fan comes on and comes off. And it just gives you that adjustability rather than just having a manual switch fan. So we do that. The obvious other thing that we did a little bit of dressing for him. So we painted all the block. It's got a fancy sump on it as well. That's all done in house. Nice tubular turbo manifold. We're using a Garrett turbo there as well. And then basically what we did for him, for us to get our 260 horsepower out of it, in this particular model, what we do is we run like a boost controller. And as I say, we've got a boost controller here, and effectively what that allows us to do is that you can have a switch on the dash and you can run 3 different engine maps. So you could have a wet map, you could have a normal sport map, and then you could have a full beans Sport Plus map. And the beauty about it is you can sit in the car and you can quite literally adjust through these brake horsepower map settings while driving. So if you're ever out in the car and you just got caught in a rainstorm, the last thing you want is to be stuck on a 260 horsepower map file, on probably sticky tires in the rain. It can make your drive home maybe a little bit more exciting than what you even thought. So that's basically what we did with him. And then the other thing as well is, which a lot of people like as well, is is just the optional extras that we basically the factory offers. So some people are not quite sure about things, and sometimes it's just basically just down to time. So this guy wanted us to fit the aluminium floor, so we fitted that for him. We also fitted the fuel and the brake pipe works. And as a lot of the Raptor is in itself, it is made from a higher tensile steel than most of the other manufacturers out there. And basically what we do is we kind of really frown on kind of drilling into the chassis. We just think you're just kind of weakening the thing. So what we do is we just bond all our brake pipe work on. And not only that, from your point of view as well, is if you're drilling holes in it, you just run the chance of actually water ingress, and you know what happens with once water touch steel, it's never really good. So that's basically what we do. The other thing that the guy asked for was anti-roll bars, so we've got all the kit all mounted just to the front of the chassis here, all ready and going. So that's pretty well much sorted. Next stage, you would ask, you know, obviously our customer's just going to take it from here, but I mean, realistically, he should be able to get it all fully rolling, wishbone, suspension, rockers, push rods on, in about 10 to 12 hours, easy. So, you know, and as I say, you know, as a builder, we understand that, you know, some people have their strengths, some people have their weaknesses, and as I say, you know, your build, when you order a car from us, you know, is basically adaptable to your needs. So, yeah, so there you go. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and as I say, thank you very much for your time, guys.